staying healthy during the flu season. It's important, and here to help us do that is CVS pharmacist Yushima Thomas. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
And we wanted to answer our viewers' questions about the flu, so we hit the streets to find out what you wanted to know. Here's question number 1.
Is it true that you only get the flu once each year?
I wish that was true, but but it's false. You can actually get the flu more than once a season. It's because you might get the flu from one strain at one time, and then later, a couple months later, you catch, a different virus, different strain of the flu, and get the flu again.
Right, because there are several different strains of the flu. So you may be exposed to one strain of the flu, and that particular strain you're going to be protected against in the future. But the best way to actually be protected is to get a flu shot, which is why the CDC recommends that everyone over the age of 6 months gets a flu shot.
So protect yourself from getting it at all. Well, let's move on to question number 2. Viewer, what's your question?
Can you spread a cold or flu even if you don't have any symptoms?
Yes, that's a fact. And here's the reality. 20 to 30% of us could be carrying around the influenza virus before we have any symptoms. So those 2 to 3 days, while the symptoms are starting to raise their ugly head, that virus can be spread from person to person. And that's why you need to be so careful during flu season.
Especially if you're in crowded places like schools, gyms, college dorm rooms. Those can be breeding grounds for those germs. And, protect yourself by getting a flu shot, but there's other things you can do too. Wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If you don't have soap and water, use a hand sanitizing gel. Disinfect those surfaces, especially at work, the keyboards, doorknobs, cell phones, things like that. And then if you're gonna cough or sneeze, don't go into your hands. Use a tissue or into the crook of your elbow.
Well, let's move on to our third and final question. What would you like to know, viewer?
Is it true that if I got the flu shot last year, I don't need it again this year?
Yearly vaccinations are recommended because your vaccination that you got last year actually decreases over time. And flu viruses actually change from year to year. So with that, the flu shot may change from season to season. And it's best to get the newest flu shot because it's going to cover you from the most recent and the most commonly circulating virus at the time.
You can also have a decline in your protection against the flu just over time, and it can be influenced by certain factors. For instance, a person's age, your particular health situation. If you have chronic health problems that weaken your immune system, that can certainly have an impact on your immunity. And then the actual vaccine that you got, the amount of antigen used, etc. So this decline in protection, it can certainly leave some people more vulnerable to infection and, of course, serious complications.
Right, this is especially true for seniors, which is why we offer a high-dose flu vaccine. This vaccine has 4 times the amount of antigen as the regular vaccine, so it's going to give them a better coverage than the regular flu vaccine. And with this increased amount of antigen, it's going to allow older people to just have a better immune response and be better protected against the flu.
And here's another thing. Flu season is getting started soon. The earlier you get the flu shot, the better off you're going to be. It's one of the things we did here. We got our staff members at the doctors vaccinated. A lot of workplaces offer vaccinations, your doctor's office, local clinics.
Yes, CVS Pharmacy and Minute Clinic. We offer flu shots as well. You don't need an appointment. You can walk in anytime, so this is great for busy moms. And what most people don't know is that the flu shot is covered by most prescription insurance plans. As Medicare Part B patients, you can get a shot at no cost. It's always great to go onto our website because we have tons of information on our website about flu and the flu vaccine. So to help everyone get ready for the flu season this year, everyone will be going home today with a CVS Pharmacy gift card.
Hey.